It's the Mental Millennials. It's episode 3, and we're so glad to be back. Mm-hmm. There's just something about like yapping in front of the cameras, the lights. It's giving Hollywood.
It's giving Hollywood.
By the way, I am your host, Liz, and this is...
I'm Suquoya.
And look, we're going to talk about a couple things today. I have to say, in light of current events, we will be discussing something that's very near and dear to us, the reason why we actually met. So we're going to start off with our meet-cute story, how we became friends. We're going to talk about our alma mater, the Florida State University.
Go Noles.
Where she has provided us with great memories, great friendships. I call her a she because for those non-Noles who don't know, Florida State was a all-female college. And so we love that for her and us.
Period.
And yeah, grab your snacks, get your little drinky drink, and let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Okay. I did say in episode 2 that we're going to have this segment called Grievances. If you do have a grievance, you want to get it off your chest, we're doing it at the start of the show. And so my grievance, and it could be a lot of people's grievance, whether they know it or not, is Trump and Miss Linda McMahon. Yes, the wrestling Linda McMahon, who is now leading the Department of Education, or what's left of it. They are now forcing student loan borrowers, if you're in collections, meaning you're not keeping up with your payments, or you were like operating under the COVID-19 like deferment, and now they're bringing it back, you're going to have to pay your student loans again. And if you don't pay your student loans, they can and will probably garnish your wages. And
not garnish the wages.
Garnish the wages? Like
they do with child support?
This is crazy. Like, a child is a living, breathing thing. What is an education? No, seriously, like, we can, don't even get me started on, like, this is a crazy world.
That's you know what?
They told us to go to school. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're doing well, but barely.
No, you know what's crazy? I talk about this all the time, and I seen it on a meme. It was like, millennials were prepared for a world that doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
Like, it's crazy.
It doesn't exist. Like,
it does not exist.
Thought, I didn't go to college. If I make my daughter go to college, she's going to have a better life than me.
Definitely.
And she had a home by 31. I do not have a home. I don't know. Like, it's crazy. I
mean, with South Florida, yeah, it's all crazy. It just, the world just doesn't exist the way we were told it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously. And I have a hefty student loan debt because I did go to law school and I went to a private law school. And so it's just...
I have some student
It's beyond me. I have like a 4-bedroom home that exists in education land, but it doesn't exist in the real world that I'm paying like a mortgage on now, essentially. But if I don't pay my mortgage, I'm already like I'm not in school anymore, so I don't get the benefit of school. I'm paying a debt. Debt's weird to me. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. I'm new to this, and I can't believe my wages might get covered. No,
but just put your loans in forbearance.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, you got to do something. Just call. Yeah, there's
you guys, you have to do something by May 5th.
There are options. Literally, there are options for student loans. You have to do your research, but there are options. You don't have to just let them garnish your wages.
And act now. And if you're hearing this, it's probably already too late.
No facts.
No, seriously. So, like, I don't know, pay your loans, I guess. But, like, Trump, seriously, this is all right now. You guys, how did he help us yet? Like, I'm suffering. And I will be suffering more. Anyways, that's my grievance. Go call, whoever you need to call.
Sally Mae.
But, like, the feds and, like, wait in a line for, it's going to be, like, a 20-hour wait.
For what?
Because to even get on forbearance, you have to have those conversations.
Oh, yeah, you got to get on the phone.
So it's like standing in the financial aid line. Okay, I do also have to talk about, like, the scary horror of there being an active shooter at Florida State who actually killed 2 people, non-students, but they actually did work on the campus and for the school.
Yeah, that's like a tragedy. It's unfortunate because it's our second one.
Yeah.
It's our second one. The first one was in the library, and now this one. And it's just crazy. And sending so much love and peace and strength to all and any Noles that were affected, and just all of us as a community. That's sad, man.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks to like have so many like beautiful memories here, and the memories don't go away, but like, you know, just like, why do these fucking crazy people love Florida State?
Yeah, and it's kind of really, it's sad now that you say that, because we have beautiful memories and they don't go away, but these kids now attending, that's their memory.
Exactly.
And like, they might forever be traumatized by certain landmarks. Like, I don't like the Union anymore because there was a shooting in the Union. That's
Which
crazy.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's scary. And like, it can't just go back to normal like that. If you were there, at least. If you were experiencing it.
I don't know, man. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy for real. So much love to the students there, man. Like, Florida State was like iconic for us.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's just unfortunate that not everyone gets that experience.
Yeah. Speaking of, on a lighter note.
I
do want to talk about how we met, and we're both going to give our perspective, or like how we became friends, whatever it is. What we thought about each other. And
oh, bitch, you sound excited about that.
If I liked you or not. No, I'm kidding. And yeah, like,
okay, so are you going to go first or me?
You got to go first.
Why? I knew you were going to say that.
Because I was last to speak. We miss your voice.
Okay, so I'm gonna start like from my beginning. So my beginning was before we went to Florida, before you got on campus, we had this is when Facebook was a thing.
Please, I'm so
I know. It was when Facebook was a thing, and we had like those groups. So like we had like basically like a Black student Florida State group, and it was all incoming freshmen going to Florida State, all the Black students going to Florida State. So anyway, so I was in the group. I started meeting some of my fellow Seminoles. Shout out to y'all. And Liz was in this group also. And
was I active?
Were you active?
I've always been social.
This girl was all up and through people comments like
and still am today.
And still is today. Like, this girl, I just kept seeing her name, and I was like, who is this girl? And then I looked at her profile, and her profile pic pissed me
that was so cute
off. Like, I wish we could like plug it in. Maybe we need to learn how to do that and find that picture, because I hated her picture. Her picture used to piss me off. So anyways, like, I think just the combination of like her picture pissing me off and like her just like being just all over the place, and it just irritated me. I just was like, ugh, about this girl. And I don't know, come to find out, we had mutual friends. We still have mutual friends, and she was in the friend group that I guess that I knew and was gonna like clicked up with going into Florida State. So lo and behold, this girl that I used to just be so irritated by ended up being intertwined into the friend group. So whatever. So she was around. Anyways, I don't remember like much in between there. I mean, we like went to some parties. I remember. So Liz has naturally very beautiful curly hair, and she used to straighten it all the time. And I remember like before we like, you know, really clicked up, bone straight. I'm talking about like
Indian Remy.
Like, but her natural hair. Anyways, shut the hell up.
I have to describe the way it was flowing. The way it was flowing.
Okay. So anyways, I went to a party. It was a foam party. This is when like college parties were like lit. So you're dancing, you're sweating, you're
Tennessee Street.
You're in there, okay? And like I remember seeing her. She went into the party with bone straight hair. And in the party, her hair was just this big curly afro, and I was just like, "Your hair!" And she goes, "No, it's fine. It happens all the time."
I would always have these like dual like moments when I would go out, and I would look one way and then get out looking another way. But it was just like,
it was like,
I guess it was cool. Like, it was.
She was familiar with it, so whatever. So in between that, there was, I guess, a weekend where all of our friends were going home for the weekend, and Liz and I decided to stay back. We stayed back in Tallahassee at school, and all of our friends. School. Yeah, we were cool at school. So it was just us two, and did I invite you? I had to invite you over, right? Even my roommates. So I had 2 roommates in the dorm that I was in for that first summer that I was there, and even they went home. I don't know like what the weekend was, but everybody went home.
It's probably like Labor Day, or I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but everybody went home. So I had to have invited you over because it was my dorm. So I guess I invited Liz over, and she treks over from her dorm with her blanket, her big ass blanket, her comforter,
like a duvet.
Yeah. All the way from her dorm to my dorm.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Like, so she came over and we put on a movie. We were like, let's watch a movie. We put on Alpha Dog.
Say a movie, Alpha Dog.
I was going to say what movie it was. Alpha Dog. So if you haven't seen Alpha Dog, it's a must watch. True story too. Crazy. And we watched it and we were like in it, much like we usually are when we watch something together. So after that, we were like,
kind of like this girl.
Kind of like her. Yeah, like she's cool.
Yeah.
And
the rest is history.
I mean,
I'll just like plug in because obviously I have the same experience, and that's our meet-cute.
Yeah.
But when I first saw Suquoya, I don't know, like, so I'm like a girly girl, and like I know you're looking at Suquoya and you see the girly girl you see today, but like she was not. She's coming from being like an athlete playing basketball, you know, that was her sport, her like everyday. And so she had on like the muscle t-shirt she would wear, and she'd pull her hair back in a ponytail with a headband, you know, like ready for activity, sweatpants, you know. And so I was just like,
I was definitely Sporty Spice.
I didn't like that Sporty Spice vibe because I was like, we're in college, we're trying to meet boys, like do not ruin it for us.
But just know I was still, you know.
No, she did. She popped out. It's like, oh, okay. She gets right. But at first I didn't know that. And like, yeah, we actually both are girly girls.
Yeah.
And I used to like
in between.
Yeah, still in between. I'm just like a girly
You're
girl.
Like a mega
rough,
girly girl.
But I'm rough at the same time.
Absolutely.
And but no, like yeah, Suquoya, like I would go to her dorm, she'd feed me what did you feed me? Ramen noodles, oatmeal, or cup
So
of
my
noodles.
parents got me like this big ass trunk, like it was a Florida State trunk, and they stocked it to the brim with like all kinds of snacks and treats and goodies and all the things to last me like my whole freshman year, honestly. Yeah. My mom went to Costco and said, figure it out.
My mom did too, but she didn't get me like cookable items. So
she got you like
Chex Mix,
tea.
What?
Those teas. Those Lipton.
I forgot about the Lipton tea, and here I thought my love for green tea came out of nowhere. That's hilarious.
You had the Lipton teas on
the
deck.
V8 Splash.
Which is crazy.
I used to mix
V8 Splash.
Perhaps I mixed. There's a part, maybe I mixed V8 Splash with alcohol back in the day, and maybe I was also 21 at that time. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Those V8 Splashes helped me down. Good little chaser, good little vitamin, you know, vitamins and poison. I don't know. Poison vitamins.
Poison veggies.
Veggies dipped in lit.
Anyways, okay.
Sorry. Okay, that is so. Yeah, that's I love.
Is there anything else?
We spent so many nights watching movies together. I mean, not movies. Scary movies, terrifying movies that I couldn't watch alone. And Suquoya would act like she could watch them alone, and maybe she could, but she always had to include somebody, which was me. And so we were watching like Child's Play every other night,
which is Chucky for the the little ones.
Yeah, Millennials, you know. And yeah, like we were like, I don't know. To this, I mean, we've lived together in college. We're living together now. Oh yeah, we're roommates. And
in real life.
Yeah, the amount of time that we spent together and
the amount of memories that we have. Honestly, it's like crazy, and it's crazy because we have so many. We don't remember a good chunk of them. Not even just because we were, intoxicated, but just because there's so many. Yeah, there's just no way.
Even the actor, it's like a sibling. You can't remember every memory with your sibling. You spent every day with them.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's just after college, I feel like I spent every weekend with you. I spent every moment of free time.
Yeah, we did everything together. When you saw me, you saw Liz. When you saw Liz, you saw me.
Yeah, family functions, weddings, funerals. I mean,
all the things, everything.
Yeah. So it's just,
And it's been like that, non-stop since college. We're there for everything, everything,
every vacation. So it goes deep, but FSU formed that relationship. FSU started that relationship.
Yes.
We have great friends, other great friends that we actually were just recently hanging out with at one of their baby showers, their second baby. And it was just a blast.
It's always guys. A good time when we
Remember, we talk about the fact that they're a majority of guys, and it's just three of us girls now, and it's just so funny. We love their wives. And it's just now we have just a mixed group of all of us. It's family,
for sure,
an extended family, and then this capsule of memories that we always get to touch back on.
Every time we get back together, it's we can touch on a different era.
Yeah,
because really we had eras, honey.
It's really beautiful. Actually, can we talk about some of our crazy friend moments or at FSU?
Gosh.
If you can pick one.
Pick one.
You got to pick one, and I'll pick one.
I would say, damn, there's just so many, but I don't know. The first one that came to my mind.
One. And don't steal mine. Okay, I mean, I feel you would know if I said don't steal mine what mine would be, but go ahead.
Well, I don't know. I feel there was this one time where I got my hair done for the first time in Tallahassee. I don't remember the lady's name, but she did my hair. And
it wasn't Miss Mabel, was it? No, Miss Marvel. No, she did my hair.
What was her name? Oh, man. I don't remember her name, but it was this lady. She was in the hood in Tallahassee, and she did my hair.
She was doing people's hair?
Yeah.
I'm saying it was a person?
She did. I think she did. Yeah, she
did.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So she did my hair. Anyways, we had a Chili's on campus, and I don't remember what the occasion was, but it was
somebody's birthday, and so we would always meet up at Chili's for people's birthdays. We threw surprise parties at Chili's. Chili's on campus.
Chili's on campus, surprise parties and everything. Anyways, so funny. It was somebody's birthday. We went to the birthday, and I don't remember what transpired in chronological order.
Okay.
But it ended with a complete and utter food fight in Chili's.
In a real establishment.
I'm talking about, we're throwing condiments. We're throwing drinks.
Remember, though, the first act?
Was it the cake in the face? Was it cake in the face? It had to be. That's what I think it was.
Okay, so then I put the cake in the face.
Yeah,
a little bit. Not even cake in the face. I'm talking about rub a little cake on not cake, but frosting on the face.
And that,
and then he proceeded to take a jug, because you would get the pictures of whatever.
Yeah, when it was big parties, they bring you the big pictures
of strawberry lemonade. It was strawberry lemonade. We love that strawberry lemonade. And he literally on me. And
we retaliate. Had to.
Yeah,
we were oh hell
girls,
no.
And then it's the boys and other random people. It was literally insane.
Insane. We are inside these people restaurant.
That's so crazy to think about that.
Inside these people restaurant, having a full-on food fight, and then took it out to the Union. Mind you, I just got my hair done, so I got ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, juice, cake, all kinds of stuff in my freshly done hair. I was fire hot after all of it, but it was crazy. It was crazy how we did that and nothing happened.
No, I was just thinking I would have at least something would have had to happen. You guys were suspended a little bit.
Man, we did so much crazy shit on that campus to never have gotten in trouble for it is crazy.
Definitely. For me, I would say my craziest, this is another violation. My craziest memory is one of our friends got a new car. And I had those paint you know, like the things you could paint on car windows, like go team, you know, or whatever, just married, whatever. So I draw maybe like male body parts on his car.
Private parts
on the car with the you know, the pen. I mean,
with the marker. It's a car marker, so it washes off.
It washes off immediately. Okay, whatever. That's a joke. I like to joke. I'm a little jokester. And then fast forward, we're having a night. We used to always have these things called mixers. We're like,
they're called socials.
Socials. Sorry.
What is a mixer? What?
Okay, it's a social.
Are you fancy now?
No, right. We're having a mixer.
We're having a
the
mixer.
Catalina wine mixer. No, it's a social.
It was a social.
For sure. Socials. We had
similar
socials.
to a kickback, you know, like a social.
And a mixer.
A mixer is very formal.
Okay, fine. Okay, yes.
We were not formal.
We were definitely having socials, which would get rowdy anyway.
Ratchet
and rowdy.
Oof.
And we were at the social with our friends.
We were at the social with
our friends.
Having a
grand old time. And it's so crazy because, like, oh, yeah, we would put our purses in one of our friends' house, like, rooms. Because, like, it was our friends, so we knew it was safe there.
like, our friends would host the social. So it was like,
And so at some point, like, we leave the party. I go back to my dorm room.
And she had a single dorm room, by the way.
I had a single dorm room, and I put on my application that I wanted a quad. That means I wanted 3 roommates. I was so ready to socialize. And then they're like, sorry, you're going to get a single. No roommate, no, like, lasting like, you know, your roommate is like your roommate. That's supposed to be the person.
Ooh, don't even get me started about roommates. Because I got some stories about roommates.
But I come to my room, and it is absolutely demolished. Like, there is mayonnaise and ketchup all over my comforter. And I would keep my room clean, excuse me. My panties were somehow frozen in my freezer. All of them. They emptied out my panty drawer, put in my freezer.
Literally.
I had, like, James Dean posters and Bob Marley posters on my walls. They messed up all of my posters. It was, like, literally smeared, like, ketchup everywhere in this room.
On the bed. Like, it's like she can't go to sleep. Like, yeah, they just, like, went hammer.
It was insane. And, like, I had to report it. And, like, you know, we kind of figured out who it was, but we never knew. Like, our friends never admitted to this, but it was our friends. It was the guy that
it was who she drew on his new car.
Yeah, but for a long time, they actually kind of kept it a secret. It's like, come on, guys. How did you guys get my dorm key? It was in the room.
Right.
And it was like, well, we did it, but we're not going to tell you who actually was involved because some of them stayed back. It's like 2 of them went on a secret mission.
Yeah, they went
during the party.
Secret mission style.
To go mess up my room. And yeah, it was like unlivable. And I think that's when I used to like spend every night with you. Like, it's crazy.
Thanks, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
No, like, yeah.
No, seriously.
Just for the summer. It was crazy.
So that's your memory.
That's my memory.
That's one of like a gazillion.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Like, the resident, what is it, RA, was like, do you have like enemies? Like, who could have done this?
Who could, the RA was astonished.
I have no idea. They're like, are you getting
or what's happening?
That's probably what they thought. Like, oh, okay, it must be like some weird sorority thing.
It was crazy.
Speaking of sororities, we were in a sorority, not sorority, not sorority, because it was like 5 or 6 of us girls. And I was like, oh, I want to organize. I love to organize. I'll make an LLC just to make an LLC, you know, like. So,
I'm screaming.
I'm like, let's call us this. And then, like, every sorority has, like, hand symbols. And I was like, well, let's put up our ring finger instead of our middle finger. And that will be our that's going to be our sign.
And we followed her.
We did dances. What do you call those dances?
Strolls?
I guess,
no,
yeah.
Are we allowed to call it that?
We would make up a stroll. I mean, I don't care I don't care what we're allowed to call it at this point.
That's you right.
What are you gonna do to me?
I just be trying to be respectful.
Be really for real.
I be trying to be respectful. It's a respect thing.
Oh, respectfully, yeah. I don't know if people are allowed to call it a stroll, but I'm saying, like,
I know
it's
that.
A dance. It's a line dance.
Okay.
We line dance together. And we had sounds that we would say. It's really crazy because our sound is actually Gucci, man.
But don't tell them the sound though.
I'm gonna tell them the sound.
Okay, come on, that's crazy.
Oh, you know.
If you know, you know.
And so yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
We never actually joined sororities.
No, we didn't.
But we held.
We
down
had
each
our
other.
own. We held each other down. Okay.
We did
In real life.
in real life,
In a real way.
in real ways.
Yeah.
Like, so we used to have this thing where they called us, like, it would be called, like, we would call our adventures the adventures of Frodo and Pep.
Oh my God, that's another one. How you got your nickname? Too.
Oh my God, but it's like that.
But that's another day.
Like, it's just like I said, like we could spend an eternity talking about our memories because it just like there's so many.
So many.
I can't even.
Yeah.
What's really crazy is I was just thinking, talking about Florida State and like, you know, having great friends and all these experiences, and then like, you know, we lost one of our friends, you know, I'll tear up.
Yeah.
That we went to school with. And
justice for Abnerd, man.
Yes, Abnerd Joseph. He was an assistant principal in Chicago, Illinois. He was literally living his life. Like, he was at the precipice, like, you know, when you're like, oh my God, I think I'm making it right now. Like, I think I just made my mom proud. I'm doing great things. I'm traveling. I'm making music. I'm working a fulfilling job. Like, I'm living in a high rise. And like, life is good for me.
Yeah.
And it was cut short because an idiot, a murderer murders him in his own building. And so we're still actively trying to get justice for Abnerd Joseph.
Yeah.
And so, but it's just heartbreaking because he was just
a good human being. Like, a good human, had a good soul, a good spirit. Like, they just don't make them like him.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, he's not, you know, he's one of one for sure.
He's one of one for sure. And like, I'm so glad, like, you know, after college, you know, our friend got married. We got to see him at the wedding,
which was super dope.
One time I was in LA,
and that was like such an amazing wedding too.
So, that wedding was iconic.
Fire.
Like, we're bopping.
Everything.
We're jooking. Like, what? Oh no, we were. Oh my God.
No, we were lit.
Yeah, like we were lit, litter than
to the
lit.
max.
And then we all spent the night. It was like a mansion.
Yeah, it was in a mansion in like. Oh, what city? What was that? Acapulco.
No, what? It was literally like in Homestead, Miami.
No, but it had a name. It was like a tribal name. It was like,
who knows? Don't even see who wants to be offensive now.
I'm not being offensive. That was the literal name of the city.
Okay, but whatever it is, we're not going to pretend that we know what the name was. And I swear it was Homestead.
It was far as hell.
It was deep down in Miami, and it was like a huge adult. Imagine like going to a wedding and then everyone sleeps over.
Yeah, it was like, crazy.
That's just the craziness that it was.
Yeah, it was super lit. But yeah, so we saw Abnerd there, right?
We did see Abnerd. Yeah, we saw Abnerd there, and that was really the last time we all saw Abnerd together. Mm-hmm. And then I randomly ran into him in California and like on the street, and then he decided, because we were with a birthday group of girls, and he was like, well, I'm just gonna do whatever you guys are doing tonight. And so we hung out that night, and it's just like crazy.
Similar to how he also just ended up in our hotel on spring break in Panama City Beach. It's like, so he ended up staying with us, like, so yeah,
like Abnerd was just so cool like that. It's like mm-hmm. Like, no one, like, you didn't think that someone was gonna like, hey, can I stay with you guys in your hotel? And you're like, why not?
Yeah,
sure, let's do
it. That's some college shit.
Yeah. Sure.
Why not?
Bring your friends. Come one, come all. No, it was really cool.
Yeah.
The jerk boy.
Oh.
Can I say one? Because we talked. Now you brought up spring break. I do have to say one story about spring break. So Abnerd, he was actually a part of this. He's a part of a group that people would call them the jerk boys. It wasn't like they call themselves the jerk boys, but I swear it was a thing because they would jerk, and they would jerk well. And like that's.
It was like
like pause. And so. I would also like to jerk, you know, when that song came on.
Girl.
And like I was like obviously inebriated, like it's nighttime in Panama, meaning we had a whole day in the sun on the beach, and now like we're at some house party or hotel party,
Mm-hmm.
and I just jerked a little too.
She jerked a little too much.
Jerked a little too
She
much.
had a little too much dip on her chip.
And I literally, I sprained my ankle really, really badly, and I had to walk the strip with a limp. Like,
Walk
it was
the
terrible.
strip with a limp, but you did though.
I did walk it with a limp, and I probably still got hollered at.
Definitely.
Like, what?
For
and the
sure.
next day, it was brutal. I was like super swollen, super.
Her
sore.
ankle was fattish.
It was like, oh my god, no! Like, you know when you're at that age where it's like you can't tell your mom, but you want to call your mom because you're scared. It's like, I broke it. Like, I broke my ankle. It's like, no, you didn't. No, but it was good. Good times.
Good times for sure.
And we actually have a video of
the
Abnerd
moment
actually recounting the night.
Oh my gosh, we do.
Yeah.
That's
it's so crazy.
Funny.
Wow.
Yeah. Life's
love
crazy.
you, love you, love you, Abnerd.
For sure, forever.
You were a light. You are a light.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, that's just life.
I know.
On
another lighter
note.
Yeah.
If we could think of a lighter note. If you had to say something right now, what would you say?
Apple.
Okay, guys, that's not bad. So what we just did was an activity where our engineer was telling us to test the mic, and like I didn't know what to say, so I just like started saying crazy things.
First thing on your mind.
No, you're
cheating.
He's cheating. He could not.
He cheated. You guys, he cheated.
Yeah, but I was like saying like the sun is a peach and you know the world is a vegetable. Like I didn't know what to say, but that was just like the words.
And
that
she
came
really
out.
did.
I wanted to prove to them that it's hard to just speak on cue. Speak.
It would be hard to do anything with you coming at me like that.
Like I would love, you know what? Like I'm like Major Pain. And you're Orlando Brown. I'm kidding. No, you're not. You're not.
That's crazy. I probably would have been Orlando Brown, but in that movie, not Orlando Brown today.
So we talked about this thing the other day.
What?
And I know it's like, who would you rather date, Ray J or Orlando Brown, if you had to choose one? And I made my choice, but I want to know what your choice is. Pick your poison.
Ray J or Orlando Brown?
Ray J or Orlando Brown.
I am screaming. I have to pick?
Yeah.
This is absolutely insane. Who do you think I'm going to pick?
I don't know. I'm very curious.
I choose Ray J.
Really?
I do. You know why?
I don't think so.
I feel like Orlando Brown's done like some butt stuff.
Okay.
And I just like...
Let Orlando Brown say it. He said Ray J's done some stuff too. He just doesn't want to admit it. He said he was at the Diddy parties.
But see, I don't want either one of them. I don't want to choose.
I just feel like you would pick Orlando Brown because I think you like to be like you like to be laughed. Like you like to laugh.
I feel like I laugh at Ray J all the time.
Okay. Oh, it would be so like I wouldn't hang out with you. Like please don't bring Ray J. But I feel like you would bring Orlando. Like, you got to bring Orlando. He's just a moment.
He's a moment for sure. Like, he's too much of a moment.
Yeah, he is.
I would be like,
chaos.
he is
personified. But I love you, Orlando Brown, and I wish you well.
Yeah,
I wish we grew up with you.
Amen.
And
God bless.
Like I want you to succeed and win in life, and like I celebrate you, really. And
okay.
I would choose you.
We gotta wrap it up.
Anyways, we gotta wrap it up. Our engineers say, cut, baby, cut.
See you next time. Episode 3 in the books, baby.
Yeah. And if you haven't seen episodes 1 and 2, please catch up.
Also, comment, like, subscribe. Holla at your girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she said, if you want to hear things from us, drop them in the comments. Let us know what you like to hear, what you want to know, if we can answer any questions. And we'll see you next week.